Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Successful Woman's TV show on Everyday Woman TV. My name is Galit Ventura Rosen, and I am host of this show as well as co-founder of Everyday Woman. One of my favorite things to do is spotlight women from all over the world that are doing amazing things. And I'm so excited today to have with me Zoilita Grant. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to talk to you.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, which I know is one of your favorite, which is mindset for success. Can you tell everybody where you are coming from today? Where are you today?
So I'm in Boulder, just outside of Boulder, Colorado, in a town called Longmont.
Beautiful.
And it's the most beautiful place you can imagine.
Colorado in itself is such a pretty state, especially being someone that lives in the desert like me. I go to places like that just so I could actually see green for a while and have different seasons. So I'm sure it's absolutely beautiful where you live. So I'm going to share a little bit about Zoilita, and then we're going to jump right into the topic. Here we go. Zoilita is an author, keynote speaker, and hypnotic coach who believes that success for individuals and organizations begins with the mindset. She focuses on helping her peers, small business owners, management teams, and the public remove barriers to their ideal lives. Delivering dynamic programs and coaching sessions that draw from her expertise in hypnosis and her own personal experiences. We'll be talking about that too today. She's a former psychotherapist who graduated from UC Berkeley in psychology. I love that. And she has nearly 50 years. She started when she was 2, 50 years of professional experience specializing in hypnosis. She just shared with me about her book that just got published in April, Change Your Mind and Change Your Life, a step-by-step guide to letting go of your past. I cannot wait to hear about that. And has an online class called Breakthrough to Brilliance. So let's jump in. Take me there. Take me there. Zoilita, lead us away.
So I first became aware of the power of your mind when I was 16 years old and weighed 265 pounds.
Okay.
I learned hypnosis and I hypnotized myself to lose 150 pounds in a year.
Wow.
And today I weigh 120.
Amazing.
So that concept of changing your mind and changing your life was my life slogan. And it played all through my life. And then I had a major event last April of 23, where I had a seizure in Japan, and they discovered a benign brain tumor. And I came back to Colorado, had a very long and intense brain surgery in May. And then in June, just after I got home, I slipped and fell and damaged my spinal cord right at the brain. So I became essentially paralyzed. I couldn't use my arms and legs. I was told that it was unlikely I would walk again. I said, I respectfully refuse this diagnosis because I know the power of the mind. And so over the last year, I've been working with my mind and using wonderful, wonderful tools that are available, like massage and reflexology and acupuncture and hypnosis. And today I'm walking with a cane.
Yeah. And more than anything, you're doing well since the surgery only a year ago. You're walking with a cane and you're doing all of these self-help. Aside from the mindset, you're also taking care of your body and your spirit. And it sounds like you're doing wonderful, which makes me so happy. I'm so thankful that you're here. So let's jump in with your personal experience and 50 years of education and teaching and clients and all of the things that you've accomplished aside from just learning about it, living it. What are some of the things that we can tell somebody that's listening and watching that they can start today to have their mindset work for them instead of against them?
The very first thing you have to do is get a hold of stress.
Okay.
There's no way that you can live a stress-free life. Okay. The world is stressful, but you can stress-proof your life.
Right.
By using some really simple techniques. The first one is pay attention to the breath. The more that you can stay focused on breathing deep, rhythmic breaths, the more you can regulate your nervous system. So, real easy technique, okay? Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nose. Do
Okay.
that for 2 minutes.
Okay.
You balance your nervous system.
I love that. That's not something that I've heard before. Obviously, people say breathe in through your nose, exhale through your mouth, but I love how you're switching it. And I feel like it's because that way you're really paying attention.
You're really paying attention and you're turning off the reticular activating system.
Okay.
Your reticular activating system, when you feel danger, and the world is dangerous. There is so much. Like right now, we're really praying for rain to come into our area to put out fires.
Yeah.
So we deal with stress all the time.
Day.
But calm is a superpower.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And when you can have that place of calm, you have access to all of your capacity.
I love that. And I think that there's a misconception sometimes that those of us that do the work every day just wake up this way. And it's not true. Most of us still do the work every single day. It's not one day you wake up and you're not stressed anymore for the rest of your life and your mind's always working for you. I really love that you're sharing that even after all of your experience and all of the things that you've overcome, that you still got to do this every single day.
Absolutely. I am now 79 years old.
Amazing.
I feel like I'm 55.
I love that.
And I practice extreme self-care.
Yes.
Because when you take care of yourself, you can give the best of yourself, not the rest of yourself.
I love that. And if you're listening or watching, come on, look at Zoilita and how much she's gone through and how much she's overcome and how young and youthful she is and vibrant. And may we all be like that at 79, and the tools and the things that she's implementing every single day to do that. Okay, what else should we be doing?
Okay, so I wrote this amazing book called Change Your Mind, Change Your Life, Step-by-Step Guide to Letting Go of the Past, where there are like real stories that people can relate to. Like I had a client that had panic attacks.
Okay.
And he had a panic attack because he was driving up a mountain. His car broke down and he had cars honking behind him.
Okay.
So he had a panic attack. They had to call an ambulance. He thought it was a heart attack, went through a whole series of medical treatments and came to the point where his wife said, there's got to be a better way. So he came to work with me and I taught him how to regulate himself, how to get just like that breath I just taught you. Second technique is stay grounded.
Okay.
Imagine that from the soles of your feet, there are tiny roots that will go at least 6 inches into the earth, into the energy of the earth, and ground you.
I love that.
Okay. That again gives you more resilience. You have a natural sense of balance.
Do you know one of the things I love to do? I have a tiny garden. I live in a big city and my garden's not very big. It's maybe 4 feet by 10 feet. And it's amazing. It's an amazing garden. And I have tomatoes and eggplant and cucumbers and strawberry. It's crazy how much it grows in there. But I like to go visit my garden twice a day. It's in the front courtyard because I have dogs, so it's not in the back. Anyways, I like to go out there and I take my shoes off and I actually stand in my garden. And I love your technique. I do it all the time, even when I'm not in my garden, but I love feeling the soil. Another thing I'll do is I love to plant and I won't use gloves. So I can have the soil on my hands and in my fingernails and all of that. So I think the grounding technique is wonderful. You can do it anywhere,
Right.
But I love to do it when I'm actually with my feet in the soil.
Yes. Third technique. Okay, so we've got you breathing, we've got you grounding.
Yes.
Third technique is stay in the present moment. Your point of power is always right now.
Yes.
When you're caught in the guilt and the concern of the past or the worry and the anxiety of the future, you're pulling your energy away from your center.
Yes. I love that. I have to tell you, I know that that's one of the most challenging things to do as a human. I myself practice that every moment of every day. And for whatever reason, our brain is always thinking about the past or the future. And I have found that it's a challenge, but it's possible. And I myself tell myself, gosh, if I'm present, even just for the 15 minutes that I'm in an interview with you today, I'm happy with myself. And then, of course, I want to be way more present all day long, but I try not to give myself a hard time when I start thinking about the past and the future. Instead, I just bring myself right back to the past. Is there a piece of advice or a tool you can give those that are really struggling with being in the present?
So the reason that I stacked these 3 tips on top of each other is
Okay.
that you begin every day with the breath.
Okay.
Okay? 3 to 5 times a day, you regulate your breath. Step number 2, you ground yourself every single morning.
I love
You
that.
check during the day to see if you're grounded. Step number 3 becomes easier now
Yes.
to stay in the present moment.
Okay.
So when you catch yourself wandering into the future or exclaiming over the past, you lovingly say to yourself, no, stay present now. You
Okay.
train the mind. That's the mindset for success. You train it.
I love that so much. Those 3, I love how you stack them up and are really sharing. Come on, do this every single day. Do it multiple times a day. This is how you take care of yourself. This is how you feel better. You're less sick and you are less stressed and you're more present. And if anything, you're more joyful and happy too, right?
Absolutely. I personally believe that we have the ability to let our lifespan and our health span match.
Mm.
And the way that we do that is by practicing self-care.
Yes. Yes. As women, we're not very good at that. We always put everybody else before ourselves, especially when we become wives or mothers, or we now take care of our parents when they're older. And I have to tell you that I learned the hard way when I was younger and had 3 children, and I got burnt out and ended up sick in bed for a week and couldn't take care of anybody, that self-care needed to be a priority.
Absolutely. And, I think women's consciousness is shifting.
Okay.
I believe that we know now that in our roles of wife and mother, there was a lot of self-sacrifice that happened that was not for our greater good.
True. I agree.
I think that we are now learning that it's okay to take care of yourself. And self-care is not selfish.
No.
Self-care is self-love.
Oh, I love that. All right, let's reframe that, everybody. Because I know I was one of those people. I was one of those moms and wives that I thought it was selfish that I left my kids for the night and had a date night, or left town for 3 days for a women's conference, and then the mommy guilt came on that and the wife guilt came on that. I'm a perfect example. So reframe those words. Say them again, Zoilita. Say them again.
So self-care is self-love. So
Self.
it's time for the women of the world to shift their consciousness and to learn that you have to live life from the inside out.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And I'm going to share, as someone that used to not do self-care many years ago, when I started, I became a better everything for everybody. I was happier internally. I wasn't feeling like something was missing. I wasn't burning out. I wasn't getting sick. Knock on wood, all of that has stopped for me. So I love that you shared all of that. Is there one more tip that we can give them before we share more about where they can get in contact with you?
I think one of the most important tips is always to work on self-esteem.
Okay.
You can only get in the world what you think you deserve.
Mm.
And raising that level of deservingness and knowing that you can have it all, maybe not at the same time, but you can have it all.
Yes. Oh, that's so beautiful. So how do we do that? How do we start having that self-esteem and really believing that we deserve it all.
So self-esteem has three parts.
Okay.
Self-image, okay, regardless of its condition, love your body.
Okay.
You can want it to change, but love the body.
Love your body.
Second element of self-esteem is self-confidence. Most of the time we get our confidence from outside.
Right.
Okay, we look at ourselves through other people's eyes.
Okay.
Real self-confidence is internal. You have confidence because you know you can do things, you practice, and you celebrate your success.
Oh, beautiful.
And the last component is innate worth.
Okay.
And I think this is tied into personal spirituality, that you are innately worthwhile and valuable because there is an essence of divine in you.
Mm.
And by finding that and claiming that, then it shines from you into the world.
Beautiful. What great tips. I have to tell you, Zoilita, this is one of my favorite interviews.
Oh, good. Thank you
I
so
mean,
much.
in all honesty, I've probably done 300 now. I think, first of all, your energy is just glowing and so calm and so beautiful and so peaceful. Anybody that's watching and listening, watch this and listen again. You can watch it and listen as much as you want to, but I'm telling you, and take notes and write this down and keep it in your phone and practice it every day. So Lita, tell us how people can get a hold of you so they can get the support that most of us need so they can work with someone like you to really implement these strategies.
So I want to invite everyone to my master class, which is going to be on the 26th of September, 2 p.m. Mountain Time. And it's called 7 Steps to an Extraordinary Life.
Beautiful.
If people email me ahead of time, Zoilita, Zoilita, at zoilitagrant.net, I will email you a little ebook that will go along with the workshop so that you will have a greater ability to really grasp these 7 steps and turn your life from ordinary to extraordinary.
Oh, I love that. So Zoilita, tell me where everybody can get a hold of you and work with you.
So zoilitagrant.com is a website I have. I'm very, very present on Facebook. In fact, I'm doing a Facebook Live later today called
Yay, you look fabulous for it.
It's my first Facebook Live.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a Facebook Live today.
Oh, make sure to tag me so I can try to watch it live.
Okay. So also, I want to give all of you a gift. So I have a website called mindset-for-success.org. If you go to the store, I have over 50 products that are tools of transformation. If you use a code, my name, Zoilita, in small letters, you get them for 50% off.
Okay. Great. So we've got the tools. You can go check those out. You've got a freebie. Then you've also got a masterclass.
Right.
There's so much amazingness here. And if you want to work with Zoilita directly, please reach out to her because you can obviously, she does not just know what she's talking about. She's living and breathing it every day.
For sure.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I had such a great time learning more about you and learning about your expertise. And I myself am going to take your tools and add them to my ritual every morning because I have mine as well. And I'm excited to try them, especially the breathing one. I've never done it that way. And I'm just so curious about it. So thank you for joining me and being a part of the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening to another episode of the Successful Woman's TV show. My name is Galit Ventura Rosen, and I will see you next time. Bye.